Okay, hi, welcome. This is Nyree Dardarian. Hi, welcome. I'm Dr. Nyree, and this is my podcast, Share a Meal. This is my first podcast. I am so excited to be doing this, and this is really just some background about what I do. So, a little bit about myself. I am a professor at Drexel University in the College of Nursing and Health Professions. I teach nutrition, and I've been teaching it for years. In addition to that, I'm a sports nutritionist. I work with the Philadelphia Flyers, the Philadelphia Union, USA athletes who are on the squash team and also the field hockey team. This is just some of the places where performance is improved by nutrition on its own. I also have a special interest in living the longest and healthiest life, like the people in the blue zones. So Share a Meal incorporates all of these things. Sharing a meal for better health, whether it be by actually splitting up food or by collectively joining in an experience of sharing a meal together, which enhances life. For an athlete, it might enhance performance. If you ever heard of something like a team meal, there's a reason behind why athletes sit down and eat a meal together before they play a game, because they're bonding. It increases their ability to interact better with each other, helps them perform better because they kind of had this bonding experience. And in addition to that, they might be all eating the right things if it's put out right by their sports dietitian, right? So sharing a meal, it's just really a fast track method to enjoying meals every day. Sharing this, whether it be with each other, whether it be literally or figuratively. And there's a lot of benefits that come along with sharing a meal. For example, let's say you're out to dinner and you split a meal with somebody. By splitting a meal, you're able to cut back on the volume, the portion sizes that you're eating, while still being able to select something that you really, really love. You don't have to make a decision to get bland chicken simply because you think it's healthier for you. Sometimes healthier for you means smaller portions, you know? Another thing about sharing a meal is sharing it with people. Paying attention to what you're eating, really enjoying the moment. And sometimes we forget that this is so important in life while we're just sitting at our desks and quickly like eating something as fast as we possibly can. How about taking a break and having a meal with somebody, anybody? And this will benefit you and them. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Let me tell you a little bit of story about this one. I made a commitment a few years ago to every Tuesday and Thursday invite somebody else out with me to lunch. Now, I'm not even a big lunch eater, but I knew that this was a problem because at the end of the day, I was like crashing and I couldn't wait to get like 2 handfuls of good and plenties into me on my car ride home so that I would make it. So with intention, I said to myself, okay, what are we going to do here to make a difference in myself? And so I decided 2 days a week, I am going to invite somebody, anybody, whether it be somebody I need to meet with, whether it be somebody new I just want to meet for the first time, invite them to lunch somewhere and enjoy that lunch. And you know what? This turned into, I will say, 6 months of really highlights of my life. I invited out the vice provost of the college. I've never met this person before, but I got to sit with them and get to understand a whole different side of the university that I never understood before. I invited out one of the culinary team members for the Philadelphia Eagles. Now we're lifelong friends. And so not only did this help me focus on eating something in the middle of the day, not shoving it down my throat as fast as I possibly could, actually enjoying it, I also got to embrace this experience with other people. And that is really what life is all about. We want to meet with other people. Why do people who live in the blue zones, these are areas of the world where people live to 100 healthfully? What is a key? What are the keys there? One of them is camaraderie, community, being a part of a community. And that's what Share a Meal is. It's sharing a meal, whether it be for health reasons, portion sizes, decreasing portion sizes, or whether it be for mental health reasons, whether just sharing a meal with somebody makes you feel so good. And this can live to longevity. It actually creates new neural pathways in your brain if you do these things every single day. Okay, so I mean, this is how I used share a meal, but there are things that you can do too every single day to help you share a meal and help you get some of those benefits from sharing a meal. Let me give you a couple of examples. Well, one, you can totally, I'll let you copy, I'll let you take my idea of inviting people out to lunch, maybe once or twice a week, kind of get used to it, see where it goes, and maybe create a whole calendar of people that you're going to invite. And this can lead to like you journaling about what just came out of that experience. Another one is, how about when you go out to dinner somewhere and you know the portion sizes are big, you pick a person and you split something. You just say, can we split this? Do you want to share it? You know, it's an easy way to just cut down on the total portion sizes. And like I said, sometimes portion sizes matter more than the actual quality or whatever the food is. You can eat too much grilled chicken and quinoa, you know? So why not eat a smaller portion of something that you really want instead of feeling unsatisfied when you leave a restaurant? I mean, you can split a dessert. Maybe you can split a dessert 5 ways. It only takes 2 bites to really feel satisfied, right? So these are just little tiny tidbits. I'm just giving you a little bit of insight, and we're going to dig deeper into share a meal with a lot of the guests that we're going to have on later in this podcast. But this is really just my introduction to you, so you get a concept of what's happening here. So I want you to know that I'm so excited about this. We're going to have special guests on that talk about all those different areas that I just mentioned, whether it be health reasons for sharing a meal, splitting a meal, the benefits of portion sizes, or timing of meals, when you should eat them to perform at your best. And then, of course, the benefits of the camaraderie, the community of sharing a meal, and how you can build your own community to share meals and live your longest, best life without having a horrible relationship with food, having to diet for the rest of your life. We're getting rid of that mentality. We're starting a new leaf here. Share a meal.